Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Bread. Today we're in Woodside, Queens, and we are going to be around St. Sebastian's Church, and we got a lot to share with you. Let's go. On this episode of Breaking Bread, we're in Woodside, Queens, guys, and we're going to be right around St. Sebastian's Church. Now, the parish is located right by the Overhead 7 train, so there's a lot of hustle and bustle in this neighborhood. That means we're bound to find some really good restaurants. Now, Monsignor Jamie is going to meet me a little later on in the show, and we are going to delve into the mysterious life of St. Sebastian's. You guys ready? Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to Payag, our first stop of the day. Now this is a Filipino restaurant that's very popular with the parishioners of St. Sebastian's. And when you walk in, you feel like you walked into a Filipino hut. The place is a very au natural vibe, and we'll explain more about that later. But first, let's get in the kitchen. Monsignor Jamie told me to meet him in there, and I think he started cooking already, so let's go help him out.
Hi, Tati, you're right on time.
Thanks, I'm glad you guys waited for me.
We waited. This is Chef Raymond.
Hi, good to have you in my kitchen.
Thank you for having us.
And he's going to prepare for us one of their most famous and most popular beef dishes, right?
Yeah, it's called Bistec Tagalog.
Tagalog, beef steak
Sounds
Tagalog.
good to
Sounds
me.
good. Let's go.
So, the first one, we'll make the marinade. This is the soy sauce, the calamansi juice.
What's that?
Calamansi juice is like the native lime in the Philippines. It's like smaller than the key lime. Then it has like a sweet, tangy flavor aftertaste.
Nice.
And the garlic and the salt. Just mix it in, and the black pepper.
And the lime like breaks the meat down, like making it even more tender.
And just add the meat.
That sliced up
Yeah.
beef.
This is a beef sirloin. Tastes good when you marinate it overnight and cook it the next day.
I'm sure you guys marinate this for
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time.
Oh, yeah.
I wish we could get some of that lime juice here.
I'm sure Raymond will give us a little bit.
Okay.
So you let that sit?
Yeah, let it sit for like overnight. I got some marinated here.
So that's marinated overnight.
Marinated
Okay.
overnight. More than overnight.
More than-
Yeah, better.
The longer the better.
So what we'll do is like just have a good sear on this one to give it perfect color. So just sear this one. And make sure you save those marinade, the sauce.
We're gonna do something with this later?
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
put it in here.
Nice. Now, I just have to talk about how good this smells. Are you kidding me? It smells awesome. How do you prepare the steak?
It's always well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Filipinos like it well done.
Okay.
So this one.
Smells
So
good.
just add in the extra marinade here
Okay.
and some beef stock here.
So you make your sauce from that. Okay.
Yeah, make sauce.
Okay.
And the onions.
Ah,
It's amazing how all the different flavors come together to create a new flavor.
I know.
It's a very
I
simple
know.
dish. Check the flavor.
And what about us?
With sauce.
Yeah.
Later for you.
Later. He wants to make sure it's just right.
I mean, it always amazes me how just a few simple ingredients put together differently. I don't think we've ever done lime with beef.
No?
Never. As long as this is marinated, you're ready to go.
I think shopping takes the
Yeah.
longest.
I know.
Lemon zest. And just like most of the French cook do, finish the sauce with butter.
Oh, yeah. Butter makes everything taste
Oh,
good.
yeah.
That's my theory. A little butter never hurt anyone.
So this is our plate.
So you put a bit of the sliced
Yeah.
onion on the
Onions.
bottom?
Like what I told you, it's all about onions here.
I love red onions.
And just pour the sauce on top.
Get a whiff.
So good. And this thing just started smelling
Wow, look at that.
And that's
better
it.
and better at the cooking process.
Well, look at all the
Respect
flavors are coming
Tagalog.
right to me.
It's done.
That's
Steak
great. Look at
Tagalog.
that.
Ooh, Raymond, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can't wait to dig in.
My pleasure to have you
Wow.
here.
Thank you, Raymond. Let's go eat. Well, we're here with Rana,
Rena, yeah, correct.
and she's the owner of Payag, and she is going to tell us what we have here.
Okay, what we have here is kibetsi. This is raw fish made of tuna. We call it in our language kinilaw. This is crispy pata. Filipino loves crispy pata.
So that's pork.
pork, yeah.
pork, okay.
And this is a pork belly. We call it sinugba. It's very well known also here in Payag. And this is bistik Tagalog.
Which we just made.
Yes.
Yes.
I have to try this.
Yeah.
I gotta dig in.
I'm going to try some of this tuna here.
So tell me, how would you describe the food here?
Okay, so this is very authentic food. This is from, we pick up different foods from our islands in the Philippines. We tried our best here to redefine with comes presentation and then to upscale also the image of Filipino restaurants. We're trying our best here based on our concept. Payag, made of nipa hut. It's a hut, it's a native house back home where the people used to hang out and relax. So I tried to bring it here in New York. So as you can see here inside my restaurant, it's a different style, something to remember back home.
And everything kind of looks like a hut, like
Yeah.
with the lighting fixtures, your entranceway. So it all goes back to the theme of the restaurant is very tied into the name, Payag.
Yeah, Payag, yeah.
This is delicious.
This is
Thank
It
you.
really, really is.
You might need rice later on.
Sure. For now, this is
And
great.
Raymond said the onions really make it. And that lime juice.
You can feel the
Absolutely.
taste. That's what we're trying to keep,
Right.
to become authentic.
Very fresh tasting too.
And the
light.
tuna, what type of sauce is that they mix in there?
Again, we put lemon on it. Yeah, so that's one usually Filipinos loves to eat with like a little bit sour.
Right.
Yeah, some complain about being salty, but we try again when each
Right.
food is different taste.
Right, and I taste
Yeah.
scallions in there, onions, and
Correct.
cucumbers.
Everything is really good. Now, you guys have something really beautiful that happens here every
Thank you.
first Friday.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, every Friday, it's my part of my wish to have first Friday of the month. I'm Catholic myself. I'm so glad with a very important person here. So it's a priest, chef priest. So we have every first Friday of the month we have a mass here.
Wow.
So all my employees. So
Reminds us when we were kids. Every first Friday we would go. Even today, in my school, every first Friday they come for mass, and we have benediction. And since the Philippines is a very Catholic, one of the most
It is,
Catholic
it is.
countries in the world, that tradition of having first Friday mass is wonderful.
It is.
It is. It is.
And you have
So-
it for your employees, and everyone has lunch
so
after.
it's part of our being hard worker. We don't have to forget also
That's wonderful.
our
Faith.
faith.
Yes,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And you
a
pray
really
that the
beautiful
business
thing.
stays open.
Especially this time of we said I started business with a crisis, but I don't believe with a crisis, but I believe with my faith and hard working.
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. Everything is delicious, and we're going to keep on eating.
Thank you so much too.
To learn more about Payag, go to our website, netny.net/breakingbread, and we'll be right back after this. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Now it's time for a little coffee, cake, and conversation, my favorite part of the show, where we get to talk about the parish and have a little dessert, of
Well,
course.
let's start with the dessert. I think they prepared for us some avocado cheesecake.
I have never heard of this
It's a
before.
little unique.
Very unique.
Very curious about how this is going to taste.
Yeah, when you think avocado, you usually think of something that's savory.
don't
I
know how
think
this is gonna
lime and salt when I think avocado.
Right,
I don't
exactly.
think
Some berry sauce.
sweet. Sure, thank you.
What do you think?
I think it's delicious. That's what I think. Oh my. right? I would have never. I think it's good.
It's very good.
Very
Actually, the
good.
sweetness of the cheesecake overpowers the avocado. But there's just that taste of
Undertone
avocado.
of
Right,
avocado.
exactly.
This is really good. Well, the parishioners at St. Sebastian's love this place, and that is the parish of this episode of Breaking Bread. So let's talk about the parish a little bit.
Well, St. Sebastian's is one of the oldest parishes in the Brooklyn Diocese. We're in Queens, which incorporates, Brooklyn and Queens. And it's very unique because the church actually was a movie theater.
Right, you were telling me
Yes,
that.
and they converted the movie theater into the church.
Wow.
And it's very interesting because the aisle actually has a decline, a little bit of a decline. So it's good for viewing because everyone can see the altar and the sanctuary. But it's very interesting church.
Interesting.
Very large parish. It is a very unique parish, and it's divided really by the number 7 train, the elevated station.
Wow.
Because the church is on one side, and then the school and the rectory are on the other. So very large parish, very large parish
Very
here.
nice. And what kind of people attend that church?
Well, it was an old, really traditionally an Irish parish, and now, like many parishes, you have different ethnic groups. It's a very large mixture of people.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay, well, we have a lot more to see around the parish of St. Sebastian, and we're going to continue to get to work.
I'm ready.
Avocado cheesecake, very good.
Well, Tati, we have some interesting food here.
We sure do.
Look at this.
I've never had Himalayan fried rice before.
Well, dig in.
I know. I think the combination that this restaurant has is so interesting.
Yes. I've never eaten Himalayan food before.
No, this is your first time. I went to one place before.
You had told me that.
Yeah. So the combination comes from the growing Himalayan population in this neighborhood. And then,
Right.
of course, this is traditionally Irish, you were telling me?
Yes, old-time Irish in this neighborhood, and then, an influx of other people. Now you say Himalayans.
Yeah, interesting. So the Japanese food caters to those people, and the Himalayan food, obviously, to the Himalayan people.
Something for everyone.
So I think it's really cool how this place is just 2 blocks away from St. Sebastian. So the parishioners can just pop over here whenever they want.
Right after Mass, they come.
Absolutely. You know what's really interesting to me is all the mystery surrounding St. Sebastian. Like, I've read so many different accounts of how everything kind of went for him.
Well, I mean, he was one of the early martyrs of the church. He lived in the early 3rd century. He was a Roman soldier. And when they found out that he was Christian, and that was during the time when they were persecuting the Christians, they decided they were going to kill him. And they tried to kill him, and they threw arrows at him. That was a form of killing them. And he survived, believe it or not. He survived, and after he survived, he tried to, get back at the emperor. And what he did was he tried to overturn him, but eventually they had him killed.
Yeah.
So he was really, I think he was beaten to death.
Yeah,
And it's sad. I mean, like all the martyrs, I mean, they gave up their lives because of our faith.
Absolutely.
And many people, like all the saints, they pray to them and they try to imitate them. And he is one of the patron saints of soldiers because he was a soldier.
And athletes.
And athletes, right? Because if he survived that, almost being killed by arrows and.
Yeah, there was a bunch of archers. I've seen pictures. I mean, of course, we don't know how accurate they are, but it was not just like 1 or 2.
Right.
It was a full-on assault on his life, and he survived.
Right, so he had to be a healthy man. So,
Absolutely.
I guess the patron saint of the athletes, they want to be healthy.
Yeah.
So they, and this parish is dedicated to him. But if you go to Rome, he has a church there that's dedicated to him. And underneath the basilica there, the church, are the catacombs. And that's where all the Christians were buried. And at many times when they were being persecuted in the burial places, they would actually go there and celebrate Mass.
Wow.
They would pray for the dead, but also it was a place where they would congregate. And his church, and he's buried there, and his church is buried right over, is
right
built
over.
right over the cemetery there, the catacombs.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, he was definitely
Right.
doing something and fighting for something that he believed in, which was his faith. And when he found out, he still didn't deny it. He kind of went for it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very interesting there too, because many tourists go there to the catacombs of Saint Sebastian. And when they go there, right across the street, there's a famous Italian restaurant, Cecilia Martello. And everyone that goes to Rome, they go there and then they go to have a nice meal. So it fits right in.
Right, just like us. Just like us. A little faith and a little food. Goes together perfectly. So, Monsignor, you're going to hang out with me for the rest of the day?
I wish I could, Tati, but I have to get back to the parish.
Duty calls, huh? I'll bring you some stuff back, though.
I hope so.
Whenever you're in the neighborhood of St. Sebastian's and you want to try an eclectic and different mix of food, you got to check out the Kathmandu Kitchen, and you can learn more about them at our website, netny.net/breakingbread.
Rice noodles.
I love rice noodles. Those are my favorite of all.
Filipino loves to eat.
Yeah.
Family day on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Usually.
I could give you the same meat. You could take it home. It's not gonna
Won't be the
taste
same thing. I don't know. I'm kind of good in the kitchen there.
Oh, yeah? All right. You gotta
No,
have
it's
a
really good.
You gotta have a really good boy.
Hey guys, now I am right around the corner from St. Sebastian's. I mean, literally, I just walked here. Welcome to Angeline's, where you can get some casual Filipino dining and an array of Filipino pastries as well. So I'm gonna head into the kitchen and see what we're gonna make. All right, I'm here in the kitchen with Rod, the chef, and we're gonna make rice noodles with chicken and shrimp, Filipino style, right?
Yeah.
All right, what's our first step?
First step is to saute garlic and onion.
All right,
We'll start with 3 ounces vegetable oil
okay.
and then 2 ounces of garlic, 3 ounces of onion.
Just a little chopped white onion.
Make it brown color. Then we will add 6 ounces of sliced chicken breast with 3 ounces of shrimp and some Philippine soy sauce.
Philippine soy sauce. So this is simple. It's got chicken, shrimp, garlic, onion, little soy sauce.
And then 16 ounces of chicken stock, mixture of carrots and celery with a fresh snow peas
Smells good already.
and the rice noodles.
I love rice noodles. Those are my favorite of all.
And finally, we have a combination of chicken broth and ground peppermint.
We've got a lot of flavor going on in this dish.
And last thing is sliced cabbage.
And then how long do we cook this for?
10 minutes.
Okay, so the rice noodles have to cook for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna head upstairs, get comfortable, and pick out my dessert. You know I wasn't gonna miss out on those when I saw those in the display case. So Chef, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, meet you guys upstairs. All right, you guys, so now here are my rice noodles, and they've got a whole spread for me here. Thank you, Ruben.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna dig into the rice noodles, which I just made with Rod. And what else do we have here? I see some dessert.
We have Filipino dessert for you. This is what we call kuchinta. It's made of rice flour, some milk and sugar.
Nice.
And this one is makapuno tart. It's made of young coconut, milk, and some flour too. And this is what we call Shanghai. This is our appetizer.
Got it.
And the rice noodles is very traditional. We prepare that usually we have like birthday parties in the Philippines, like celebrations.
Celebrations with rice
That's very
noodles.
traditional to be prepared.
Okay, well I'm celebrating because I love rice noodles. They're my favorite all the time.
That's nice.
And what's this?
And that's kare-kare. That's made of beef oxtail, peanut sauce, and some vegetables. And that's
Awesome.
very, very good.
That's awesome. So you guys have a lot of people from the parish coming over after Mass and enjoying, right?
And this San Sebastian is like a lot of Filipino people go there on Sunday. So after Mass, they come here to have some breakfast or lunch.
Yeah, and enjoy a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the Filipino community here in this neighborhood is growing a lot, right?
Exactly, yeah. A lot of Filipinos, they started to put business here in this area. So after the Mass, Filipinos we love to eat. So we come here.
And that makes sense. I mean, the
yeah.
parish is right around the corner. Literally, I just walked here from St. Sebastian. So that works for the parishioners. After Mass, come here, eat.
Yeah, Filipino loves to eat.
Yeah.
Family day on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Usually, yeah.
Everybody loves it. That's what our show is all about. Go to church on Sunday, come and eat somewhere afterwards. That's all it's all about. Food and faith, they go together. What can I say? Thank you so much for having us. And to learn more about Angeline's, go to our website where you can see their full menu. And we're going to keep eating.
Enjoy.
Thank you. All right, everyone, we are at the very last stop of our day at Donovan's Pub, directly across the street from St. Sebastian's and a landmark restaurant in this neighborhood. Plus, I hear they've got the best hamburger in New York City. So what are we waiting for? Come on. All right, everyone, I am here with Jack Donovan of Donovan's Pub, and of course, the best burger in New York City right in front of me. So thank you so much for having us. And I really want to know, how long has your family been involved in this business? Because obviously Jack Donovan, Donovan's Pub, right?
Well, it's a family business, and we've been here for 45 years. Actually, our anniversary is March 17, which is St. Patrick's Day. My oldest brother is the owner, and all the family members have worked here on and off for the years. Like 45 years, a lot of us have come and gone.
Yeah.
But pretty much you can always come in here and find a family member.
Okay.
We're kind of known for our hamburgers, but we have a lot of other foods on our menu. We've been known for our fish and chips. We have a chef that goes to the markets all the time, and we always have fresh fish. Time Out New York really liked our hamburgers.
Okay, that's
and, they put us on, out of 100 restaurants, we came out number one in the 5 boroughs.
And it's kind of stuck because still when we talk about Donovan's, they say, oh, the place with the burgers. So that's what you're known for now.
We are known for the burger.
I want to see what everybody else is complimenting you about. So I have to dig into this burger. So what's the secret?
Well, there's a lot of secrets.
And you're only going to tell me how many of them?
We deal with the same butchers that we've been dealing with almost since day one, and they know the combination that we want with the meats. And we have expert chefs cooking the same burgers for a long time, so they know how to do it. And we have very good grills, which is always a part of the operation.
This is very good meat.
Yeah, I could give you the same meat. You could take it home. It's not going to
Won't be the same thing? No. I don't know. I'm kind of good in the kitchen there.
Oh, yeah? All right.
No, it's really good.
You gotta have a really good broiler.
I'm just kidding. No, this is good. So tell me this, though. You're right across the street from St. Sebastian's Parish. How busy is this place after Mass on Sundays?
Well, there's a lot of masses there because it's a big parish. And Saturday night there's a 5 o'clock Mass, and it's pretty hard to get a seat in here after the 5 o'clock Mass on Saturday night. And we've always had a good relationship with the parish. You know, in the old days, the priest would joke about, you know, I know you people want to get out of here because you want to go over to Donovan's, but you know, usually after Mass on a Sunday, you see a lot of people come in here to have lunch, and we have a brunch. And it's Donovan's is kind of the staple for the neighborhood, and you know, St. Sebastian's one of the biggest parishes in the Brooklyn Diocese, but we're also friends with them, and we help the church, and they help us.
Sure.
And the parishioners have all been customers for a lot of years.
That's great. Well, you know the food is good if the pastor is saying, I know you guys want to get out of here so you can go to Donovan's and eat. So whenever you're in the neighborhood, you've got to come to Donovan's and try this burger or try something else on their menu. You can get more information about them at our website. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And I don't like to waste food, so I'm just going to keep on
Okay.
eating. Well, that will do it for this show, and I hope that you guys had a great time. As you can see, I decided to come back to St. Sebastian's and take my time and take in all the beauty of this church. Remember, when you're in the neighborhood, check out some of the restaurants that we visited today, and of course, come by and visit this beautiful parish. To learn more about Breaking Bread, go to our website, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.